From the cozy confines of the Sycamore Room at the Norman P. Murray Community Center, it's Breakfast with Gary and Kelly and special guest Steve Oliver.
Welcome to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. This will be the Kelly part of the thing, the deal, the good. Thanks very much. Mm-hmm. We've had a very fun morning so far,
yes.
and
thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys showing up here. We've had this is our 10th show.
I know.
This is our 10th
Number
show.
10.
I know. It's the last one of the year. I think the sense that I get is that these have been going okay.
I think we're doing
and we're
pretty
getting a little better.
Yeah?
And I
You
think
like
we've
it?
had some.
You like it?
Is it good?
You should see who we have lined up for the year next year.
We'll get into that.
But
today is amazing. This is a guy who I think is perfect for this setting. He's a guy who has performed at our birthday bash many times.
Oh, yes.
To me, he is really one of the very distinctive sounds in the music world today. Mm-hmm. Let's hear this guy. Please welcome Steve Oliver.
Yes. Woo, Steve.
Hello.
have breakfast with Gary and Kelly here. Nice.
Thank you.
We're back here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly.
Yes.
With our special guest, Steve Oliver. It's so good to see you, man.
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you,
being
too.
here.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
You are a
Thank
one-man
you.
band.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need
I know.
anybody
We're
else,
going to
do
kill
you?
you, cymbals on your knees, really.
Yeah. Well, with technology, we can be a one-man band. You know?
Well, the clicking of all that, what is that called again?
I use my
Singing.
voice. Yeah.
No, there's a word for it. Scatting. Thank
Scatting,
you.
yeah.
So is that what you
Scatting.
do, scatting?
Yeah, it's kind of a form of scatting, but it's also, I hear sounds.
Really?
Oh, God. I mean, I'm like addicted. I'll just admit it right here. I'm addicted to music.
Wow.
How many people are addicted to music?
So the sounds that you make when you're playing, are they all the time or they just come to you?
Yeah, I'll hear grooves when I'm writing a song, you know, a little inside here. I hear grooves of boom, 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 boom.
That is so cool.
And I'll just hear a groove, and then I hear a groove, okay, now a song comes.
That was so cool.
It just kind of works, you know?
How old were you when
I
you
wouldn't do
started doing
that.
that? Seriously.
Yeah, as a kid, I
You
wouldn't
to being a very annoying little kid.
Yeah,
Were you just like this at the table with your mom and dad?
all the time. No, I remember vividly being in a swing, you know, just swing in a swing, and for some reason, you know, the swing has rhythm, and so I would just swing, and I would hear bass notes and bass
Wow.
rhythms. So I'd be like, boom, boom. It works.
Oh my
You know?
You're doing very well.
It's
I
just-
can.
And the other kid said,
and the other kids go, that guy's weird. And they still say it, trust me. No.
No.
what did your parents do?
My dad was a draftsman for many years, and my mom was a
Well, that's a bad
stay-at-home.
thing, though. That's a left brain, right brain
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
So that makes sense.
He worked in San Francisco for 18 years. And
Any musical other people in your family other than
nobody.
yourselves?
No, I'm the only one.
You're it, huh?
And
Wow.
cursed.
No.
The black sheep of the family.
You've been blessed.
But yeah, and so my mom was a stay-at-home mom and took care of us. And then when we got old enough, then she went out and got a job. And
Yeah.
But it was always, I have one brother, and he's older, and it was music with me. It was just, you know,
Isn't that crazy?
constant.
How old were you when you started? Did you take lessons, the whole deal?
I didn't.
Really?
No.
By ear?
No, you know, it's just, yeah, out of sheer wanting to know, how does this music thing work?
What did
and
you
I went
start
on that
with?
mission.
What did you start with?
Oh,
What?
God, you're talking like in a crib.
Well, I want to know. In the crib.
Yeah,
What were
it
you
was
doing in
the
the crib?
And I would cry, and then all of a sudden, you know, I apparently from my parents, you know, they put
Really?
my crib in front of the radio, and
Wow.
And,
what was the
I
first?
love music,
Well, what
you
was
know?
the first musical instrument you ever picked up?
it was like all kids do. You know, what do we do?
I did the clarinet.
Yeah, sticks just...
Sticks.
No,
Banging up.
I
You did
did-
the clarinet.
Oh, heck yeah. Or the
Nice.
recorder. The recorder.
Oh, yeah, that was kind
Remember
of
the 8th grade?
8th grade. That was a
Yeah, but
prerequisite.
you were way before that. You were doing... Yeah, well,
No,
Yeah.
I was doing the recorder.
Recorder?
I started on that too. I remember. Yeah.
So you did drums,
Second grade.
and then-
Yeah, I started on drums and just banging
Okay.
on things like kids do, you know. And then from there it just developed, and I remember looking at like album covers. Remember those?
Oh, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
miss those so much. Don't you?
Oh, I would listen to music, look at that album cover, and it just
It
makes
absorbs
There's going to be
everything.
an
you know?
entire generation of people that go blind early from trying to read all that stuff on CD things. You know?
It ain't gonna happen, right?
It's crazy.
Oh, totally.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, you know, I remember like looking, you know, I love just looking at albums and seeing and listening to the music and then looking at the album cover, and then it all had a vibe, you know, it went together. And I remember seeing guitars, you know, and in the pictures, I'm like, God,
I want one of those.
I could hear it. And that must be, you know, what's making that sound that I'm hearing. So I would like put the picture and the music together.
How old were you when you got your first guitar?
Oh gosh, 5-ish.
Really?
Aw,
Yeah.
sweet. Was it obviously an acoustic guitar?
It was.
It was an acoustic.
It was an
See, 5 years old.
Oh,
yeah.
You folks bought a Strat and a,
Yes,
a Marshall stack.
In a Marshall.
5-year-old, that's what you need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All kids need that. Now we have, what do we have? Guitar Hero now. So.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'm really good on Smoke on the Water.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
Guitar Hero.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Hello.
You don't want to hear that. Oh, man.
I remember Deep Purple.
So you really just figured it out by your own ear?
Yeah, I
No
started that
lessons.
way.
No
None.
lessons.
Zilcho. And then
Wow.
when I got older, I wanted to, I got put in, as years went on, I got put in situations where I had to figure out, how to read music, how to, I was in jazz band in high school, and then I did, Guitar Institute of Technology, and then I, went to Taiwan when I was 17 playing music with a
Really?
big singing and dancing troupe, so they had charts in music, so I taught myself everything.
You went to Taiwan at 17?
It was, high school. Yeah, bringing American music to the Taiwanese government.
Wow.
And it was a really cool, experience to be able to, do that.
Wow.
It was like the first, tour that I did.
Exciting.
Yeah, so it got me hooked.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, I'm done. I'm hooked.
Singing was always part of this, too, as it was going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would presume?
Yeah, I've always been a singer doing the sounds with the voice, and then
Yeah.
the singing just, I sang in 6th grade and, all the school plays
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So, yeah, it was quite exciting.
What was your
Great time.
first song that you wrote? Do you remember?
I totally remember.
Man, what
Yeah,
was that?
It was in 4th grade.
4th grade.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was called Poor Old Man.
Okay. And what
I
was
don't
it?
know what the,
Was it an instrumental or was it a
No, and
vocal?
I actually performed it in 4th grade class.
No,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
It was a vocal.
It was a vocal tune with
Okay.
2 chords. I knew 2 chords on the guitar. D and A7. D, A7. I just played,
And it went, poor old man, poor old man, poor old man.
Yeah, and when poor old man lying on the ground, I wonder how he feels. That was the lyric.
Deep.
That was it? That was it?
That was it.
Or could you?
I don't remember the rest of it.
I was just
That's awesome.
Poor old
You wouldn't be
man.
performing that today, would you?
Oh, no. And I never recorded it, so it's
Oh, okay.
no.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That really is.
Wow.
Talk about some of the gadgets you've got going on.
I know. This
I
is
mean,
like
it's pretty
this is like
interesting
Star Wars over here.
It really is. It's my guitar world. This is my touring rig I bring on the road, and all my albums. What I do is I helped created this guitar actually with a company called Carvin, and with this guitar I'm able to trigger keyboard sounds and all kinds of whatever a keyboard player can trigger or synthesizers. I could do that from the guitar.
Really?
So yeah,
Wow.
you want me to?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Show off a little bit. If
Yeah, you want me to?
by all
Yeah,
means.
you want to
By all
show
means,
off?
feel
Okay.
free.
So this button.
Like, let me see here. Right now I got the symphony orchestra up here.
Wow. Very nice.
But this is, there's a piano sitting over here, as you can see. I'm gonna.
It's too far.
It's too far. I can't, I can't
Can't
reach
reach
it. But I'm gonna try to trigger that piano from the guitar.
Wow. Nice. I'll sit at the piano and pretend.
Yeah. It's all kind of fun.
You're
But
fine.
I play it just like a guitar. Same kind of way I play. And it's just endless amounts of sounds, like voices.
Steve Bailey said it.
So there you go.
That's amazing. I want one of those.
Yeah, and you could have one for $19.99.
Exactly. And if you order now, free shipping. And
In time for Christmas, yes.
No, see, to me, I mean, there's the technology. I think could be a crutch for a lot of people. But
Sure.
this for a guy like with what's going on in your head, this is like your sweet. No, but this is like right in your sweet spot, isn't it? I mean, you've got all this at your fingertips.
And you have all of this.
And that's the joy of it. I mean, for me as a writer, as a songwriter, I mean, if I want, I'm hearing a keyboard on a song, I could I'll just dial it up and I could play it from the guitar. I mean, I do play keyboards too, but I like to trigger everything from the guitar and be able to create colors and sounds and whatever I'm hearing. I do it every day. I kid you not, I work on this every day.
Is this for sale somewhere? I mean, do they sell
this? Oh yeah, they sell, absolutely, yeah. Carvin.com
Really?
sells these, yeah.
Well, you want one of those, Kelly?
No, because I can't sing, and I kind of figure I just do what you want.
That would be good. That would be an improvement.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah, they custom make them, and it's kind of cool because the company makes the guitars, whatever color you want, whatever wood you want. So it's kind of handmade for your preference.
Talk about when you started doing this professionally. I mean, did you have finding a niche? Was that an issue with you at all, or I mean, you were.
Yeah, because I love all music, even as a kid, I loved, everything, rock, country, folk,
Metal.
Metal, I went through that phase, I think we all do.
How did you were with Larry Carlton for a while, were you not?
Well, I never toured with Larry, but I never played in his band, but, I played on the same bill with him.
Oh, is that what it is?
That was a typo. A typo in the bio.
Oh, how did you land in jazz?
Which actually should be a song.
Yeah, that's it. I know,
I saw it going off in your head. I know.
Ideas are brewing as we speak.
Exactly.
How did you land in jazz or smooth jazz?
Well, I love the diversity of jazz, because it's everything. It's Latin, I love Brazilian music, I love Latin music, I love rock, and jazz is everything. It's kind of, in that pool. Yeah. And so I just dived into that because of the diversity of it. It's vocal, it's instrumental. I'm a vocalist. I love instrumentalists. So it seemed to fit, kind of my ways of thinking. So I just went that direction. Yeah.
Steve Oliver is our guest here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. We're going to take a break and come back and get him to do what he does best.
Very good.
A couple more tunes. Stick around. Be right back.
Wow. I really like that guitar. I really like that.
Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly here with our very special guest Steve Oliver this morning. We're going to squeeze a little music out of you.
Ooh.
I don't think we have to squeeze really hard.
I don't think so. And you're going to be using your little instrument here.
My guitar symphony.
Pardon the expression.
And this is going to be the orchestra?
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Steve Oliver.
All righty.
Knock it off.
If you can do chips and salsa.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. But it's time, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Bad lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds. They get so much resistance from behind. It's time we stop. What's outside? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's outside? Everybody look what's going down. What's going down? Oh. What a thrill to for the heat. There's 1,000 people in the streets singing songs
and carrying sights. Wants to see we're for our side, but it's time to stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What's going down? Strikes deep into your life. It will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man comes and takes you away. Stop, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look. Ooh, what's going down? Going down, oh yeah. It's time to stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What's going down?
I know it rained. Right, we put up with the rain today. Here was the #1 song of mine. Here we go. This is called Fun in the Sun. Are you ready?
Nice.
Yeah.
Steve Oliver, everybody. How about that? How about that, baby?
That was amazing.
Stick around. We're going to take a break and come back and chat with Steve a little bit more and get some more music here on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. Nice.
Don't go away.
Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly here this morning from the Sycamore Room at the Norman P. Murray Community Center with Steve Oliver.
Yes.
Thrilled to say.
Amazing.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Now,
No. Me first. Me first.
Okay, fine. But hurry up.
I want to know if you've heard from Stills about your version of For What It's Worth.
I actually did.
Did you really?
Yeah, I recorded it in 2006, and I got an email. So yeah.
It wasn't a cease and desist.
It wasn't a cease and desist.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what did the email say?
Yeah, he just really liked the song. You know, he liked
good.
my version of it. You know.
Okay.
So
How cool is that?
How cool is that?
I know, and I'm such a fan of that song. You know, the message of it. And,
Boy, that
you know.
thing has got some legs, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Great
Yeah,
stuff.
So,
Great
so
stuff.
now my turn. When you had your guitar and you did the strings and you went like that and then you pulled it out like that, was that actually a sound or that was just, I mean...
You're doing that very well.
When you did that? Because it sounded like the orchestra was coming from your hands.
That's all you have to do.
And is that what happened?
Kelly, you could
Let's
so
do
do
this
this.
in unison. There you go.
See, like that? Yeah.
See, it works.
It was amazing. Did it work? Is that how it works?
No, it's kind of magic.
Wow. It's really cool. I love that. And speaking of that, one last question. Okay, so I love your nails.
Oh,
So, where'd you get them done?
I just had them done actually yesterday.
Seriously?
I did.
And this is the sound that you get.
Yeah, I noticed. I don't have.
Right.
They're kind of shiny. I don't know if you can
They're
see.
really nice.
Yeah.
See, look. You
Look
should
at
get
that.
the pink and white look.
Are those all?
Yeah, I use it's so funny. It's the number one question. I get mine gels. I get
Gels? They're gels, okay.
Yeah, gel
Okay.
nails,
Just
and I
to
get them
make
done
sure.
every 3
2
weeks.
weeks?
Two,
2,
yeah,
3?
3 weeks.
With
I
gels?
know me. It's
Yeah.
3 weeks to a month.
Okay.
Because
So you can go 3 weeks without a fill? Very good.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, and I can't play
What
with
the hell has happened to this show, ladies and gentlemen?
We'll talk shoes next.
And what does your hair get?
So do you have does that a distinctive sound with those instead of a pick?
It is. It's like
So
5.
that's where I was going from.
Instead of 1 pick, I got
Okay.
5.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
That is so
Have you seen
cool.
The claws.
That's
Have you seen the
really
videos
good.
that James Taylor is putting up on his website now?
No. I haven't.
He's doing a whole thing. It's like an instructional deal. And the first one was 10 minutes of him doing his nails.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does he have gel? was?
No, he was doing something. I forget what it was. It was, some kind of a thing that he was putting on there, but it wasn't like a fake nail. It was some other substance.
Yeah, I used to use Lee press-on nails.
Oh, no.
Well, who hasn't?
No, and they pop off,
Come on, Gary,
right?
let me see these nails. What's going on
No,
here?
there's nothing. Believe me, let me tell you, there's nothing going on with those
And they
nails.
would pop off, right?
Oh, they always pop
Like,
off. During shows, I would be playing.
Kelly, they're doing an endorsement deal with Lee Press
No,
on nails.
I don't do these.
Those are nice, by
Is
the
that
way.
nice? Yeah, pink and white, that's what I was gonna say.
I like
You should do
those.
the pink and
Yeah,
white.
nice.
I'm getting very uncomfortable.
That's okay, Gary. Let's talk now.
Exactly. All right, so now here's the thing. When you're writing the songs and you get to the vocal part, do you actually write like zoot, zoot and stuff, or do you do it differently every time?
I came up with my own language.
Oh, God.
I call it.
You're really in the right room for this, by the way.
No, really, I think of instruments like saxophone, I would think, the saxophone will play that part with me on the guitar, and I thought, why can't I just sing the part? And I always used to do that with musicians when, we're working on music, and I'd teach them the part, it goes, and I'd sing the part, and they go, oh, why don't you just sing it? It sounds great with the combination of the guitars. So it kind of developed into this sound just from
Who
years.
first really encouraged you to do that? Was it Steve Reed?
No, it was way before that. I was always doing sounds, but funny you mentioned Steve Reed because he's the reason why I got into the genre. Into the genre.
Yeah,
Steve
absolutely.
Reed.
He's such a prince.
Do you know any languages?
Other languages?
Like Italian or
I
something?
don't, but like I
okay.
said, because I
Okay.
don't know other languages, I make up my own.
Go right ahead.
So I just kind of.
So back to Steve Reed.
Yeah, so Steve Reed, and he came and saw me play, when I was open for him, and then he gave me his card after the show and said, I would really want to work with you, and then I'm a songwriter, so he asked for a bunch of songs, and I had a bunch of demos. I always have had studios, that I've worked, I work in still, that's all I do is work in the studio. So I sent him a bunch of demos, and I thought, maybe he'll like 2 songs or 1, and use it for his next album, which he was recording at the time. And he ended up using all my demos for his first, so that was my initiation into kind of contemporary jazz. Yeah. Him liking all my tunes that I wrote, and then I joined his band. That was in the end of '96.
Nice.
And then, I met everybody. I met my wife through Steve Reed. I met, my whole life changed because of Steve Reed. So he's a real,
Yeah, I know he is.
You know him very well.
I do know him very well. He's a dear man.
Yes, he is. And I love his passion. I learned so much from him because he's a studio guy, and I work in the studio all the time too on my project. So, and he's a great producer. He's a great percussionist and sound guy.
Yeah.
So with my vocal sounds and his percussion, we were doing some amazing things back then.
Yeah.
And I miss that, because I think of percussion a lot of times when I'm, hearing rhythms with my voice.
I can do a cowbell really good. A cowbell. I'm really good on the cowbell.
Where is a cowbell?
I don't know.
Where is a cowbell? This is the musical question.
Something.
Where
I'm
is
a
the
good
cowbell?
cowbell.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Exactly.
Well, we got to jam on something,
How are you in the studio? Are you able to walk away from stuff? I mean, do you know when it's done, or are you always tinkering and puttering with it?
Yeah,
is it hard?
Well, it is and it isn't. I mean, sometimes I when I'm writing a song, I kind of try to separate myself and just be a listener. And so when I'm working on a song, I just, how does it make me feel when I'm hearing it?
Yeah.
So I could kind of turn that off because I want it to, sound good to the other people. So I'm just always, and then sometimes, I do tinker, so it depends. Yeah. And I've been producing a lot too, so I work with a lot of other artists, so I see their vision and then try to get in their head, and I love that. I love that process,
Sure.
the creation process of a song and music.
Is there a particular way you go about writing, or does it hit you from all different places?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I swear to God, this is a great story. I'll never forget. I was, where was I? I was in a store, and I saw on a box, it said Weed Eater, it was a Weed Eater. It was, so I thought Weed Eater, and all of a sudden, Weed Eater, and I started repeating the word Weed Eater. we do, we do, do, we do, do, we do, we do, do, we. So it just became from that word, I could hear rhythm in that word and come up with the rhythm.
I would hate to go shopping with
everything has a Gary. Here's your name, Gary. Gary. There's a rhythm. Boom.
Would you, Kelly?
Boom. Kelly.
Ooh, I like that.
There you go. There's a song with everything.
I like Gary better. I don't know. Exactly. You have been in the studio. You're working on new stuff right now?
Yeah, the new album. We're shooting for April or March
nice.
release.
Nice.
Kind of like almost to the bash time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
how about that?
Which the bash. Love the KSBR. I mean,
Thanks.
oh my gosh.
Well, we
We
thank
love
you
you.
for so many times coming and helping. It's a different thing. It's a different
It's a
thing.
love fest.
It really is. It
We
really
talked
is.
about that today, about how everybody, how the different artists get to
Yep.
meet one another and have projects down the road and say, hey, I met you at the bash, let's do this, or
Absolutely.
let's do
Have you had
that.
that happen to you?
Absolutely. It just happened. Me and Paul Taylor,
Oh.
a great saxophone player. I played
Wow.
on, I
Nice.
played on his new record, and then he just played on my new one that's not out yet.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, you're not supposed to know that yet. No, that's all right.
Okay.
Nice.
So you started out in the crib. We got to the junior high and high school.
Your crib, like the crib.
We're trying to appeal to a different demographic here.
You know what crib I'm talking about.
I know.
Don't stop with me. Okay, so when was it that you either A, heard your name on the radio, or actually realized that you're doing what you love and you've crossed over and you've made it into a career profession, and now I'm here?
Oh man.
When was
Has that happened yet?
No, it's always a work in progress. That's good.
It
yeah.
has too.
Oh yeah, it's
When was
always
that?
It's always a work in progress. I mean, even
When was
when
the
you
first
make
time?
it, it's still you're not there.
You are.
But you know what I mean. It was always there. I
Okay,
mean,
so
because I love what I do.
Okay, so the
So it
first
was
time
always there,
So the
you
first
know?
time you heard yourself on the radio and you heard your name,
Oh God.
do you remember that? I mean, were you running down the streets like?
Yeah, it was. I was in a believe it or not, I was in a progressive rock band.
Oh.
And I used to write progressive, like bands like, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I
and
know.
Oh, I can
Genesis,
imagine
Yeah.
that actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you listen very closely to my music, there is signs of progressive rock.
No
right?
doubt.
Wow.
Big time, because so I wrote music, and it was a trio like Rush,
Okay.
and three-piece band, and we did an album in the late '80s, and it came out, and we got airplay
Wow.
in the rock world.
What was your band called?
It was called Fragile Glass.
Fragile Glass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have to
Yeah.
go look that one up.
A trio, and it was great. I was doing the guitar synth stuff then,
Yeah.
so I was doing all the keyboards from the guitar in
Wow.
that band.
So is it Steve Oliver?
Yeah.
Well, that was a band. Yeah, the Steve Oliver. Yeah, my first solo album came out. Well, I did one in '92, and it's never was released. It was an all vocal album, and then '99 I did First Few,
Yeah.
which my first
Wow.
album. So it was that first album,
Love that
'99,
one.
and then it was actually KSBR. I heard it on KSBR.
No.
Go figure.
Really?
Nice.
Nice.
We are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Steve, this is a very fast moving hour. We're going to take a break and come back and get another song out of you, if you don't mind. All right?
Absolutely.
Stick around. Steve Oliver, our guest on Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. Welcome back to Breakfast with Gary and Kelly. What are you doing to me? What are you doing over here?
clothes?
All right, Kelly is going to sit in with you on this one on cowbell, if you don't mind. No, not
I don't have a cowbell.
She's not really
I
going to
can
do
use a
it.
water bottle.
Perfect. It works.
This has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear what you have here for us. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Global Kiss.
All right,
Yeah,
very nice.
right.
Steve Oliver, everybody.
Thank you.
so much. Thank you, man. Steve Oliver, everybody. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Watch for his new CD. Thank you all for being here today, too, by the way. We're going to be back in January with Craig Shakiso. We'll let you know all about that. Don't forget, go to cnnheroes.com and vote for Bruno, too, all right?
Make sure you do that. You can vote 10 times per day.
Absolutely. All right, Steve Oliver. Thanks so much. We'll catch you next time. Breakfast with Gary and Kelly.
Thank you for coming.
Want to do another one? Play us out. Sure. Play us out, man.
Another one.
how about a little chips and salsa, yeah.
Now, why are they still taping? Because
some salsa, baby. Some salsa, baby. Okay, you guys got to sing. You ready to sing? I said, J-O, J-O, J-O. Tricky. Oh, you're hired.